Okay. I may have started the stream a little early for the fact that nobody joined my lobby. And I was like, you know what? I need to start the stream early so then people actually will join. And yeah. And I'll even turn on the Twitch outpost. You guys want the camera on? I can actually put a poll in the chat for a camera. Watch this, watch this. Camera. And then, you know what? I'll even do it if it's over 50%. And this guy's at. You know what? I did not actually watch the new Fallout show. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even have any like subscriptions anymore. Like Netflix kicked me out for being too far away from home. So now I have nothing. You guys want the camera? Hello, hello. You guys want the camera that badly? See my face? I actually went to a party yesterday and I haven't showered since. The party was pretty ass. All people do, I feel like, as parties is drink out of beer kegs and then stand around on a lawn. And that was pretty much it. And I was like, there's no subject here. There's no board game going on. At least have like a football. Like, look, I'm not the biggest fan of football games, but at least have like a football game playing. And I can be like, oh, you're a fan of them Raiders, and I'd be like, damn, the Raiders people are just kind of stupid. If you do camera, you have to dance. I have to dance. What does that mean? I'm gonna have to dance for you. I got Jeffrey Epstein here, famous frequenter of forts. Hold on. I can turn on that camera here. Video capture, that's the one. Now, it should have been added. No, it's not. It's not doing its thing. That is kind of awkward. That means I probably have it active somewhere else. Hold on, there it is. There's the camera. I just put it in the stream here. And then put it like there. And then there I am. Now I'm in the corner, like I was like 8 times. Said one of your bar videos recommended to me. So see that you're live. Okay, hello. So you found me through the bar video. That actually happens. That's kind of shocking. I feel like there was just like a kind of a there's a bar Forts crossover. That's true. Like if you go to like there's a lot of people that do bar and do Forts, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll check out bar as well. But I would never just expected like that's the discovery, because like whenever I look up bar, hold on, we can like we're waiting for people to join the lobby. Like, if we go bar YouTube, it's not my channel that ever no behind the bar. That's not what I'm looking for. Hold on. I just think I have to go to YouTube first and then search a bar. That's not working here. Right? So if we look here, right? Like there is it's not my channel, the one that comes up, right? Like it's a bunch of other people's channels. And that wasn't even bar content that showed up right there. That's kind of shocking. Which is a little bit disappointing, but that's just why I'm surprised, because as far as I'm aware, the bar videos aren't exactly popping off. Yeah, I've seen Forza 4, but the clickbait titles got me happy to be here. The clickbait titles? You're saying my titles are clickbait? I try to keep them realistic. Like generally, if I say something like, shit's overpowered, it generally is, especially when I'm in modded. Because whenever you play modded, it's usually pretty silly. Can I save this to my watch later? The recording's up on YouTube. There's a live tab on my YouTube channel, which if you want to watch the streams after they're over. I haven't actually played Forts in like 4 days, so see, it's gonna take me like an hour to get back to where I'm usually at, but that's okay. When Terraria stream? I'm not doing a Terraria. Terraria is so boring, man. It's so boring. Like, what do you do? Like, all I ever see in Terraria is like, I now fished for 8 hours. And I'm just like, who wants to watch a guy fish for 8 hours? Come on. Nobody wants to watch me fish in a Terraria pond for 8 hours. Like, respectfully, that's not great content. It's like, oh, I just got the iron crate, which gives me 3 Klimo Shorbins. which then I can turn into the Kleebo Schwarben shield, which gives me half a frame of invincibility, which then I can use to beat every single boss in the game using invincibility frames. Like that's pretty much what fish like. Look at if it's like a 2-minute section in a video where they do like a time lapse or they just cut through it, explain what's happening. That's fine. But nobody wants to sit there through the actual 8 hours. That's what the YouTuber's for, okay? Like, that's why I watch Factorio videos, but I don't watch Factorio streams. And so I can just get, like, the 300-hour thing in 30 minutes, and then, you know, I don't want to watch the whole 300-hour VOD. That seems extremely tedious. Literally struggled the entire video, but won by an ungodly miracle. Okay, that I hate. Bro, I was so close. Okay, that video I understand. Okay, that video I understand. But it's so annoying that clickbait thumbnails also work. Because I'm like, I know it works and I don't like it. Okay, whenever I see one of my great videos that are popping off, and I'm just like, damn. I hated that video, right? Like, I hated the thumbnail, I hated the video. Like, for instance, I was considering not even uploading that video, because I was like, this is not really, like, what I was looking for when it came to the video. I don't know if I should even upload this. And I did, and then I was just like, what's going on here? And also, my other video that's just me not building an accelerator 8 times in a row, and that's somehow good, like, I don't understand the YouTube algorithm, but it certainly got its hijinks. Are you balling if it works? But yeah, I don't. Well, I'm just like you know, it's like I understand that it works, but it's also like I don't think it should work that way. My principles tell me that this is wrong. You know. God, my fingers be cold. Oh, that can reach. Hello, nerd. Hello there. Are you a cool guy? I was. Bro, there was a part. I know a guy that's in beach volleyball in my university for some reason, and he invited me to this volleyball party, and I was like, I left like after an hour of being there. Call it like, I mean, he's a pretty chill guy, and he invited me because I met him at the board game club, and I was like, you know what? If this guy's going to a party from the board game club, there might be other board game type people there, and there wasn't any other top board game type people there. I was gravely disappointed. You know, everybody there was talking about something, and I was just like, I can't relate to you guys. So then, I left early. Nobody knew my name. I didn't know anybody there. I feel like parties are only good if you at least, like, know, like, 4 other people there. Like, I had no way of, like, actually talking to anybody, because I was just like, these are a bunch of volleyball people. Like, where am I supposed to relate to them? Cloud, when horror stream? I'm not doing a horror stream. Who wants to watch? Like, look, I don't enjoy horror games. Okay, I legitimately do like have bad dreams after playing horror games, and then I think about the horror games, and then I just feel terrible. Like, it actually works against me. Okay, I haven't consumed so much horror at this point that I'm not like, you know, I'm not like scared per se, but I'm just extremely discomforted by the ideas generally in horror games. And I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. I'm gonna go play some RTS games. Strangers are just friends that you have yet to meet. Yeah, but I feel like the ones at the parties are not gonna ever be my friends, though. Like, respectfully, come on. You think I'm gonna get along with the volleyball kids? Like, they're drinking. Like, they had like one keg, like one massive keg, and then they just rotated, and they like. I saw 5 different people drink out of the same keg, right? And I was like, that's a little bit sus. And like, I arrived late to the party and then left early, right? So, like, I don't know how many people drink out of that keg, but that cannot be sanitary. I was just looking at this, and I'm just be like, oh, like, if somebody has a disease here, then, like, everybody in this party is just gonna have to go to the hospital after this, because everybody's gonna contract some sort of mouth transmitted disease. I don't know. Is that a thing? An MTD? You gotta be careful of those MTDs. I am just extremely discomforted. I'm mainly discomforted by the ideas presented in horror games, not the actual horror. You know, mainly like the scientific amalgamations. I'm like, man, somebody had to create this. And then I imagine all of the horrific experiments that go on. It's mainly my brain that does most of the horror for me, not actually the horror game. The horror game just kind of puts an idea in my head, and then my brain runs with it, and that makes me feel terrible. The frat guys aren't your people, yeah. Which really sucks. And like everybody's like, "Oh, partying's so fun." I'm just like, I wanna also have fun, but I can't. I can't relate. This tragic life of a nerd, wanting to be a guy that's able to have fun, but never being able to have fun because brain doesn't want to. Which is a shame, but is what it is. Come on. Yeah, I can't get that connect. Okay, I can get that. Oh, whatever. What am I studying? I'm studying actuarial science. It's basically just financial mathematics. Like, okay, I'm studying financial mathematics. It's like, it's like insurance and risk mathematics. So you just how much you have to pay on your insurance monthly versus the risk that you're like, you know, something will go haywire. That's generally how it goes. The guy actually have a plasma beam, or is he just... No, he just has 2 fire beams. Okay. That fat, interesting game plan over there. Plasma beam is generally like the follow-up, the beefy damage dealer, but I guess double fire beam is also a strategy that you could technically go for. Why are you streaming? You should be studying, bro. I'm a freshman. Come on, man. You think I have difficult classes? I'm doing like intermediate Python, which is easy, and doing calculus, which is not difficult. Like, I imagine like the upper division math classes are going to be difficult, but like Python, and then also like, of course, I have econ, which is technically a class, while also just being like, you show up, you get an A type deal. So, you know, I do go to the lectures. Like, I work very hard going to the lectures, but like, yeah, that is a class technically. Econ. Ah, that's kind of tough. Brother has 0 defenses. Full glass cannon build over here. Don't know if I approve. And what world do I live in? Yeah, that's fair. I guess like students, like, I mean, in college you don't really have to study that much because you just have, you know, so much free time. But I feel like once you get to the upper division math classes, and you know, if you're one of the more difficult majors like math or science, and once you get into the upper division, you do actually have to study. But right now I'm lower division, so basically just the general ed. Like, for instance, you'll have like psychology majors in my math class. So then they have to make it so that the psychology majors all don't fail the math class. So then they actually have to make it like not super difficult, right? Like that is a thing that can happen. So you have to consider the accommodations to other majors. This is an average first lobby moment. Nobody's playing the game here. I didn't even go for shotgun tag, but nobody's building a shotgun. I got invited to a party, karaoke, food, alcohol, hang out for 4 hours. Turns out Philippines celebrate someone's death for 2 weeks of partying in their memory. That's pretty based, actually. I'm a big fan of the whole celebrate somebody's memory type ideas. Because I mean, like, look, if I'm dead, I want people to still be having fun. Like, if everybody's just sad all day, then nobody's having fun, then everything sucks even more. Like, I want you to be like, man, this guy achieved so many things. We're gonna talk about it and then party because he's gone. But at least you know, we're happy he was with us in the first place. You know, it's like when you go out with friends like once a year and you're sad after it, but it's like at least it happened. You know, at least this guy existed to do all the things he did, and we should talk about that. And then, of course, there should also be a sad thing where it's like, oh, he's gone. That kind of sucks. But it's also like he was also with us. So, looking on the bright side, being an optimist. I think optimism's kind of cool. Because then you generally work towards better outcomes. Because you believe that they will happen. All the doomers annoy me. It's over. Like, doomers that are always, like, not able to laugh about the doomerism. All the serious doomers are always, like, it's all over, there's no hope. But then they're serious about it, I'm just like, brother, you're making me depressed. Come on, man. The ones are like, yeah, I mean, it's so over that may as well party. Those ones, at least, I can understand a little bit more. They're trying to be happy with that's like trying to be happy in the face of depression, which I can respect. But the just straight depressed doomers are just like, I don't know, not very fun to hang out with. Who needs friends when you have enemies like these? You have many enemies? I don't have very many enemies. I feel like getting, like, I feel like the only time you actually have, like, opposition is in like high school and like middle school and elementary school when everybody actually knows each other. Because after that, I feel like you just get sent into like the world and everybody's just like, 90% of the people around me I've never met. You know, I mean, for university, I don't know the people in the university anymore, right? Like, there's too many people. I feel like that, like, once you, like, you know, go into corporate or whatever, you don't really meet people that often, like, just statistically, you know. You're not likely to be, like, run into the same people over and over again like you are in middle school, because you're in the same system. Biggest hit? Yeah, I mean, this guy is just kind of tanking here. I mean, he's gonna... I'm actually kind of shocked he hasn't fallen over yet, considering how not well-designed his base is, but, you know, kind of... Oh, there. There goes his base. Now all that's left is his core, which I keep missing. The howitzer hits it, the howitzer hits it. Very good for the howitzer. The bottom base... Yeah, I think that guy's AFK. That guy has not done anything in a hot minute, which is kind of Jover for them. We don't have co-op on Death On, and there they go. I feel you people in my micro class can't do addition. No, I feel like it's just most people just don't show up to the lectures. I think that's like what happens in econ classes mainly, is people don't show up to the lectures. And so, by that fact, then nothing happens, you know? Like, I can't think of another reason why people don't do good. Because, like, as long as you take the notes, like, the teachers are doing, and, like, you do, like, the one piece of homework. I think I forgot to do last week's homework. Oopsies. Anyways, and as long as you do one piece of homework, then you're generally set. But I feel like people are just so determined not to just, like, you know, go to university just to study, or just to party, that they, fail. Well, oh god. This Jeffrey Epstein fellow's looking kind of suspicious here. Talking. Like a lot of interesting things. But I'm not a minor, so like, you know. I don't know if he's like on. I don't know if this is the real Epstein anymore because you know Epstein would be like would see me and be like, this guy is too old. You know, he's got too much age in him for being attractive. I would mention the Epstein files. Yeah. I'm all over the Epstein files. People see me and they're like, this guy. #1 guy on Epstein's Island. Always there. Like, I would be the guy serving the drinks, I feel. I'd be like, Mr. Bezos, what kind of drink would you want? He'd be like, the blood of children, please. And I'd be like, we've got plenty of that around here. Any push-ups today? I'm not doing push-ups today, okay? My arms, like, they need to not be, so tired. One Piece? What about One Piece? Like, the anime? I haven't picked up One Piece since the last time I talked about One Piece. It's still too long, and it's not good. The big GE so valid at this hour, but I don't think it's the real GE. The GE I knew on the island wouldn't have been interested me at my age now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is an imposter here. Will we be doing any mods today? We could do mods, and I could stop having fun. That's true. And we can do some high seas, maybe even land cruisers here, because I mean, as long as there's no other good players, and if there's one other good player, it's okay. But once everybody becomes a good player, then doing land cruisers becomes a problem. Roommate? Yes, that was my roommate. He walked by. Did you tell him you're an adult? Oh, I need to put that explicitly next to my name, like put in parentheses just adults. Get all the child predators off my ass. Roomie reveal? You've already seen him multiple times. He's already walked past multiple times. So, he's been revealed okay. He is who he is. Let's stick to having fun. Well, yeah, I mean, mods are good in a lobby where nobody knows how to play the game. And like, it's specifically land cruisers, actually. If people know how to play the game, and it's like Alex extra upgrades, that's fine. But if it's land cruisers, then it becomes problematic because People will... It's pretty easy just to stall out the game indefinitely with Land Cruisers. Everybody knows how to play the game. You don't do enough damage if 4 people have enough APM to just instantly rebuild. Kind of an issue. I should not have built that turbine there. That was a mistake. Let roommate live unnoticed for 1 stream. I'm not gonna... What? Guys, for a new stream idea, be an asshole, okay? So what if we just recorded this guy without his consent for 3 hours? Oh, it's so funny. Like, oh man, I don't understand the internet sometimes. Like, I don't. It's just like you have to understand it from like his perspective, right? Like, if somebody just recorded me for 3 hours and then uploaded it to the internet without me knowing, I would be a little bit pissed off. Like pretty pissed off, and I don't want to be that guy. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to be the guy that's just an asshole for the sake of being an asshole. But I have big following on YouTube, so it's actually okay. Because it got lots of likes, and no. No. My morals will not allow me to do that, so it shall not happen. Cloud, I forgot about pronunciation. Hey, pronunciation is, like, things are only pronounced the way because we say that they're pronounced that way, like, right? Like, for all you know that in 10 years, everybody's going to be pronouncing it like the way I am pronouncing it, and you're going to be looking like an idiot, okay? Like, forget about the way I pronounce things. I pronounce things the way I like to. And it's just because you live in a different location, okay? Everybody around me pronounces the way I pronounces it. So I'm doing it correctly, and you're not. Deep thoughts. You sound like the big J Trump. I do sometimes slip into the accent whenever I'm doing, like, exposing somebody for being silly. You know, and I mean, look at his personality is just great for that. It's like, this guy over here, I saw him yesterday, Melania told me he was an idiot. Like, he is just, look, like, say what you will about Donald the Big J, but, like, in terms of insulting people, he's kind of got the art down, okay? He does it in an extremely entertaining way. You know, you may say what you will, he is entertaining though, right? Like, if you watch, like, you know, a speech from any other politician, and then watch one from Mr. Trump, generally Mr. Trump has the entertainment field covered. You know, I'm generally like, you know what, this guy actually kind of has the funny bone in him. He's slinging the words. Every American is slowly becoming Trump. I mean, maybe. I mean, when I was in Germany, whenever I would just needed to entertain somebody, I would just do like a Trump impression in German. I don't think it's that common in Germany to do like Trump impressions. So most people were pretty entertained. Ich hatte meine Freunde gesagt, was ist das? Du hast deine Schuhe in die Waschmaschine getan. Das ist so komisch, man. Like, I would just do that, and then people were generally entertained. And now, you know, it was just free pickings. You do that here in the U.S. and everybody knows what's up, and you do it in Germany. Nobody's heard of German Trump before. That's never happened. So you know, it's novel then. Cloud, you're gay? Well, congratulations. Well, what is the politically correct response to that statement? You are now still a human being. You are entertaining. Thank you. I try my best to be entertaining. And it also makes people around me smile, which always makes me happy. Like, making other people smile, I think, is the easiest way to make yourself happy. I think everybody just, like, thinks about their own happiness. And they're like, making other people happy couldn't make me happy, because then the other people will be happy, then relatively I'm not as happy as other people. But, like, you know, who cares about how happy other people are? Just matters how happy you are. Affirm yes if gay. Just say me too? Well, I feel like then I'm insinuating that I would be interested in a romantic relationship. And I don't know, I feel like then I would be kind of scared. Perchance. Oh, I add the perchance in there, add a little bit of murkiness to the water. This build is so unbelievably terrible. These are like 2.5 odds logs that are all diagonal. Oh my god. Yeah, I probably should just replace this entire thing here, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like this. Yeah, that's better. There we go. I'm happy now. My teammates based cannon play. This guy is going nukes. He's playing the... Oh, I was going to go nukes myself, and then I built a mine on bottom for some reason. Average intelligence moment. How long until you are professional and not above average? Well, I would say... I mean, look it. Above average is technically does cover professional. So, you know, as if I am a professional, I'm still above average. So you just have to consider that fact. But I will never be a professional, because you cannot be a professional in this game because there's no money in the game. And also I've kind of gotten relative to the average. Like I haven't gotten worse over the years. It's just that other people have gotten better over the years. So then relative to other good players, I have gotten worse. Like for instance, like 4 years ago, I was worse than I am today, but I was not all that much worse. And then since then, people have gotten a lot better, and I've just kind of stayed still. So, if anything, I'm going backwards. I'm slowly getting to the below average relative standpoint to other players, which is a little bit depressing, but it's reality. Everybody else is getting better, and there's nothing I can do about that. You know, unless I started putting like crazy hours into this game. But I really have no desire to do that. I have done that once before, and I got to rank 7, and you know what? That was good enough for me. It was a lot of gaming to get to rank 7, and you know I think I'm okay not doing all that gaming again. 1v1 against Benzi? Benzen Preisvergleiche? I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think so. I did beat Tar though. Like I beat Tar twice, like a week ago, and it made me very happy. And I also beat Clau Arlis once, which was kind of shocking. I lost to, like, Tar 4 times as well. Like, I mean, I have to add the losses in there, and Clow Aldous 2 times, but I still technically won against the dude, which I was shocked by. But definitely mostly lose against them. Do you care enough to improve? Well, like, I don't know. Like, relative to the average player, I'm still insane, so it doesn't, like... It's just against the other good players is that I'm not insane anymore, which is what it is. But... I don't think I'm gonna care enough to put in the time again to improve. Plus, I'm enjoying playing other games, like Hearts of Iron and Bar, and From the Depths, and... You know, there's other games to be played, and I don't want to sink all my time into this one for, like, you know, instead of getting rank 30, getting rank 10, right? Like there's a large time difference between the two, and I don't really want to sit here all day playing the video game to hopefully get a higher rank that moves me like 10 spots up. But like for videos, it's not really gonna change much, right? Like at the end of the day, that like if it's me beating up people who aren't know how to play the game or Tar beating up, like the result's gonna be the same. Like if Tar played bad players and I played bad players, then either way it would be roughly the same game. It's just that when I play against Tar, it becomes very much clearer the differences between the two of us. From the Depths appreciation. I love From the Depths is a great fun game. I'm really struggling. I really messed up the audio on that video. On the From the Depths video. Like the start of it, and I was like, I couldn't find a way to fix it. And I was just like, okay, I guess I'm just releasing this with messed up audio. Because there's nothing I could do about it. Other than just re-record the whole thing, and I wasn't about to do that. Because that took like me 10 hours. I think even 12. It took a long time to record that video. Why is Forge so niche? I mean, it's number one, it's an RTS game. And that's pretty much it. It's an indie RTS game as well. It's not like Age of Empires. And there's honestly not that high of a... There's not really a competitive scene around it as well. It's pretty casual. Like, and there's not... I don't know. I can't explain to you why Forza is so niche, but... I think it only, like, strikes a special type of autistic person to even learn how to play this game, right? Like, the average person is not going to be excited to learn how to build optimal wood boxes. Most of them are going to be excited to, like, play some Warfare game. It's not... I just don't think the appeal is mainstream. Like, and also like versus Age of Empires, like especially just like that's like a map game, you know. And I feel like there's more people willing to learn map games and stuff over non-map games. Get Janksy on this? Yeah, I don't think Janksy would be interested in this game either, to be honest, man. I feel like he would be the kind of the type of guy to be like, this is for nerds and for losers, I'm not playing this, and then he would leave. Anyways, only the top guys left now. How tall am I? I am 5'9". I'm average height. Go figure. Cloudy chips when I already ate all my chips, okay? There's no chips left. My roommate has chips, but I don't want to eat chips right now. Whenever I eat chips, I just feel terrible. You don't need optimal wood boxes to enjoy this? I mean, I guess. But if you're on the enemy team and you don't know how to build optimal wood boxes, trust me, if you're playing against me, you probably aren't having very much fun. Like, you just built something exposed, I just instantly snipe it, like... I can imagine that the people playing against me are often just being like, damn, this game sucks. This guy has one sweat ruining the lobby. But, you know, that's kind of my job as a sweat, is to say, oh, you're a casual player? I don't think so. I don't think so. You're dead. Nah, bro, nah, 5'9", imagine average? Yeah. Whoa, I'm average? Statistically, I'm most likely to be average. Shocking. I'm not like a humongous beefy boy, nor a short guy. I'm right on top of that bell curve, you know? I feel like I'm up there in most faculties, but... the only difference is that I pay attention in my lectures and other people don't. Were the explosions VFX? That is the real questions we should be asking around here. You know, where's the explosions VFX? And where's the stock market right now? Those are the valid questions. Claims you sweat but doesn't want to improve the sweat. Well, I mean, like, after a certain point, like, you know, I'm gonna have to, like, you understand how much the pros are always grinding this game? Like, gee, like, they're always in VC with each other, and they're always discussing map strategies, and I don't want to, like, the amount of people, like, gaming that these people put in to become a sweat, like, they're always talking with each other and playing against each other, and they do 1v1s, like, most of them do, like, 1v1s at least, like, an hour a day. And I don't want to do that. Respectfully, I don't really I'm not exactly too excited to put more time into 1v1ing and stuff. It's just not. You're more likely not to be average than to be average? Well, I guess that's true, right? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Isn't there normal distributions? Aren't you like 68% likely to be in one normal distribution of each other? I look for tutorials and you get things I know are some BS 1-minute firing mortar rush. Yeah. There's not a lot of tutorials on this game. But like, you know, not exactly the I don't know, but it's also just not a competitive game, right? Like, I feel like there's generally more tutorials for competitive games. Like, for shooter games, which are extremely competitive, there's more tutorials, and for, I don't know, RTS games like Age of Empires, which are more competitive, but this game is not all that competitive. I usually sweat in COD 4, top 30 in hardcore search and destroy 8 hours per day every day, and then they hacked the leaderboards and I quit. Were you happier after you quit, or were you sad after you quit? I feel like after you quit, it's like, oh, I got all the free time back. Like, for instance, after I stopped doing streaming every day, I was like, oh my god, I have so much time again. I have so much time for homework, and I'm 2 standard deviations off the average. I have more time to just for myself and my homework, and I'm feeling less stressed. It was pretty good. Like, especially like 8 hours a day, that's like kind of insane. I couldn't imagine playing Forza for 8 hours a day. Happier after you quit, you freedy? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that once you quit, you're like, oh my god, I could just vibe and sleep. I could get so much more sleep, and then I'm not stressed about all the other stuff I have to do because I actually have time to do that stuff now. And then I have free time to go on a walk, and I can enjoy nature. Enjoying nature's, I feel like, a pretty great thing. Are you happy with free time or yapping to strangers on the internet and forts? Well, I feel like there's a good balance, right? Like for instance, for instance, right now I'm not stressed. When I was streaming every day, I was kind of stressed because then I was like, I had to find a time to fit homework in and everything else, and like classes and clubs and things like that. But now that I've calmed down, I have time for like everything, and it's pretty good. I do a little bit of streaming, and then I'm not stressed about homework and stuff. It's much easier to be in the bottom 0.1% than the top 1% of IQ. Is that? I mean, like, I feel I don't. Isn't IQ like innate? IQ is not something you can influence, right? That's just like genetics or something. Isn't that the point of it? That it's innate, so like statistically no. But I mean, like, I think for most skillful based things, yes, it is way easier to be the bottom one. Because I don't know, unless people don't want to be good at the game, right? Like, it takes some skill to be like the bottom. I guess you could just be a new player in this game. You just launch the game and you're automatically in the bottom 0.1%. Actually, I don't even know. I feel like if you watch my YouTube channel before, you're automatically in like the top, or at least the bottom, like top 90%. You know, you're already cooked. You're not just like a new player who just saw this game on Steam and you're like, oh, I want to try this game out. Watch this guy build behind me. He's going to be building cannons in front. Oh, he's not. Okay, he's actually doing good things. Top 1% on arthritis for 20 or 4-year-olds. So is that Aura? You know what you are? That is Aura, brother. You know, every time you talk to a girl, you can be like, you will never guess what I'm the #1 player in. You can be like, that's right, arthritis gaming. I know. You don't have to congratulate me, but I'm just that great. Everybody looks at my arthritis and they're like, oh my god, you're so good at this. And then, like, you can be like, in fact, I hold the Guinness World Record in it. You know, I'm really a famous guy around here. You won't find somebody like me. Somebody with my arthritis is not something you find on the street. It's only something you find on the sidewalk. Because I'm on the sidewalk with you. It's meant to measure and tape, but that's crazy AF metric to attempt to justify. Yeah, I know that, but like, that's what it's like. It's not like learned intelligence. It's not how much you read a book. It's how much intelligence you have. You know, so so it's not supposed to be like influenceable, which means that you're much more likely to be in the top 1% than you are on the bottom 0.1%. I'm in the top 0.00001 percentile. You guys can't compare to me. I'm sure in some metric you are. Isn't everybody statistically in some metric in the top, like? And then you just need to find that metric and then start bragging to other people. You know, in terms of that, I'm probably like, in terms of knowing Chinese cities, I'm probably in that one. Because I know like 4 Chinese cities. And every time I talk to a Chinese, like, for instance, I met a Chinese guy yesterday. And he was like, bro, and I was like, oh, where China are you from? And he was like, I'm from Chongqing. I'm like, oh my god, I haven't met somebody here from inland China. And he was shocked. He's like, you know where Chongqing is? You want to be friends? Now I'm like, yes. And then I impressed that Chinese guy. So I was pretty happy. But like, every like, I mean, like, all the other Chinese people are usually from like the Shenzhen area, Shanghai or Beijing. It was kind of cool meeting somebody from Chongqing. I'm bottom 0.01%. You are all compared to me. My IQ is off the charts. Good for you. Can you please solve like all my problems then? Can you go invent the problem solving machine that just solves all the problems so that I have no problems anymore? I got a word for you to say your German friends next time you talk to them. What is it? What is the word? I want to hear this word. It must be a good word too. If it's not a good word, I'll be unhappy. My brother served with Marines for 6 years, turned 23, got out, and is 100% VA disabled. He got SSDI, so with 23 he's retired. I'm sure he's in top 1% for something. Wait. I mean, like, I wouldn't, like, that kind of sucks, but that's also kind of awesome. Be like, is he not, like, so disabled? Like, can he still, like, play video games? Is he not, like, that far gone? Like, they're just, like, mental disabilities, which I've, like, those are kind of, like, the most fearful one. But if he's just, like, you know, can't use his legs or something and can still play video games, like, then that's, like, kind of based. I use LLMs for that. Yeah. Hey, ChatGPT, how can I solve my divorce?
You know, my wife's been really acting up lately and needs some advice here. The new generation of gamers, of problem solvers. Well, have you tried talking to her? Asking her what the problem is? Be like, you wait, all you need to do is buy her some flowers, and then your marriage is gonna be fixed. Cloud instantly concerned. Of course I'm concerned by video games. I mean, like, look it. Being disabled and not being able to use my legs would suck, but at least I would still be like, for instance, if I had no arms, that shit would be terrible. But if I have no legs, that's like, eh. You know, we have cars here in the US, like, who cares? I can get in my wheelchair, and then I can get my moped, and then I can get my car. And then there's also, like, those bikes, or those massive, like, scooters they have at Walmart, and hop in one of those. Like, arguably, it wouldn't be all that bad, because then I could just sit in my gaming chair even more. I'd be like, you know what? I am legally required to sit in my gaming chair all day, because I'm disabled, and I have no other choice. So, shut up. I feel like anyone who's joined the Mensa should be automatically placed on the below 100 IQ. What is the Mensa? You can play with your toes. I guess that's true. If you don't have legs, then you can't play with your toes. You're absolutely right about that. I'm sure you would be missing out without the toe gaming. Hopefully I don't have like buzzsaws or anything, right? Yeah, okay. My brother has 43 metal shards from IED. He can walk, talk, write, and game. So he's just paranoid of any Arabs. No. No. So he just goes like, so what does he do all day? Does he just play video games all day? Is that it? Is he living the life? I play video games all day. Of course I would prefer to have legs, but playing video games all day does sound like kind of a nice thing to do. Gaumenschmass. I don't know what that means. That's a very long word. And as usual, can't pronounce the long German words. Those are generally pretty hard. Oh my god, man. Door snipe much? Jesus Christ. This guy's not very nice. Seven doors and you should be fine. Yeah, this should be enough doors, ideally. But, you know, my main fear is that he door snipes me somehow. Because that does seem something like he would do. I can't even shoot top base. That sucks. That actually really sucks. That's gonna be... Uh-oh. I can't even hit top base with my can, so I can't even respond to him. Oh, okay, that's not pay the largest amounts of attention paid to the video game right now. Core just burning to death for free. My brother had smokes and a lot of green stuff. He plays GTA and those hard Dark Souls types games. I mean, but that sounds like he's at least having fun. He's doing something challenging. That's good. Very nice, teammate. Very nice, teammate. And my teammate's dead. Lovely. What's you gonna do? Door snipe me? Yeah, like I'm quite scared of the top aces door sniping, but oh shit! Oh no! Delete that off. Oh god. Oh come on! Really? That dropped all the doors? I didn't add the anti-door dropping mechanism, so I'm completely at fault for not adding it. But like seriously, that dropped all the doors. A little bit. Add the anti-door dropping mechanism. There it is. The term Gemeinschmaus translates to culinary delight or delicacy in English. Why do I feel like it has a secondary meaning there? I feel like I imagine there's no way you just put that in my chat and it doesn't have some secondary, more nefarious meaning. It must. There's no way. I do not trust you as far as the amount you chat in chat, and you have chatted quite a bit, so I don't trust you in the slightest. Laser guy is thinking with angles. He is thinking with angles, and it's oh no, okay, the other guy. He angled the portal up. Okay, thank God, dude. Dude is a Portal 2 Pro. Which guy? My top guy? There's portals. There's no portals. I was scared that there was... God damn it, man. All this guy has done the entire time to try and door snipe me. And I'm unhappy here. And now my teammates have also died. It's not looking great. That's also not looking great. There's also 2 howitzers heading directly towards me. I probably should get some howitzer defense, huh? There's a cannon down there, which I can't hit in the slightest. Amazing. Owie. Thankfully, this other guy can't aim at all. Never mind. He can. Doesn't matter. Oh my god, really? Nukes now as well. This is unreasonable. They were all shut down. Not unk enough? You think I should become even more of an unk? I'm not too excited to become an unk, though. I'm almost reaching the unk status of being 20 and not being able to understand brain rot anymore. But I'm not excited for that day. That day is a scary day. And once I do reach it, I'll be very sad. I won't be able to get with all the middle schoolers anymore. And be like, what is up, my... What is it? Man, I forgot brain rot from my middle school days. It was a lot of Brawl Stars I played back then. Brawl Stars came out when I was in middle school. I played it when it came out. And I just all remember is that the fact that there was like a Leon guy that was OP, and that was pretty much it. Everybody just played that once they got the character. And I was like, you know what, that's probably valid. L teammate. That was an interesting drug too. That was great for the health of the economy. The economy is now really struggling here. Oh, nah, I didn't hit the last shot. I'm bad. Doors are massive as well. No, not the very bad connection down. It's so much easier to connect upwards than downwards. Unreasonable. There goes the connection. Rip. Slightly exposed cannon here. Maybe I should actually build some, like, what are they called? Shotguns? Probably. Oh, I don't even know where I'll put... Uh-oh. That's extremely bad. Yeah. And at least the front is still standing. And I may not have much, but at least I don't have enough metal to fire these. And that one's dead. Okay. That was a crazy drunk nuke. It was a pretty good drunk nuke, but, Did it actually hit me? I think so. No. Didn't hit me. Enemies don't feel like shooting the very exposed cannon? No. But they have nukes, so it doesn't really matter. And I have 0 res. Tragic. Peak stability? I mean, look at 3 longs are just that OP. You grab some 3 longs and grab some 4 longs, and you're pretty much set for the rest of the game. You do whatever you want, you can be shot however much you want, but it really doesn't matter, your base still holds. Until a buzzsaw comes, of course. That's okay. The Super Bowl wasn't this one-sided. Did you watch the Super Bowl? I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I heard the people in Seattle won, though, which is good for them. You know, as long as the Chiefs lose, I don't really care. That's the only people I root against. And as far as I'm concerned, they didn't win the Super Bowl, so I'm happy. Just finished watching your FTD video. Wasn't, in your opinion, be frank with me, was the audio at the start of the video just completely cooked? Like, I tried so many audio modifications to fix the start of the video there, but like, I just messed up the recording, man, and I couldn't do anything about it. What are these bases? They're not great. Let me tell you that, but they all built weapons, so then they win. Enemies got something going on, they do. They have plenty of explosives, which is good for them. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't powerful enough. Maybe if he was Hitler, we would have won, but Jeffrey Epstein alone, I don't know. He needs to become even stronger. Mass multiplayer Equestria games when? Where am I supposed to find people for that? Even if I wanted to, theoretically, which I don't really want to. Where would I supposed to find a person to play mass multiplayer Equestria Hoi 4? Like, that doesn't seem like the most common happening ever, anywhere. Oh, Big GE is here again. And also all the good players. Twin Spheres? We could do Twin Spheres. Among Us? No. Oh, we do Battleships, no tier 3. I believe it's a curse of all FGD videos. Yeah, that's probably it. I may or may not have 4 diehard players. Me and my buddies run it every weekend. You run Equestria multiplayer every weekend. Really, that sounds kind of cursed. Please, Among Us. If it were North America divided a road to 56, it is B game. I mean, yeah, that's kind of why I did Equestria though, is because it's not very covered. For the amount of content in the mod, it's not covered very much. But I can also understand why, because doing something relatable like, guys, the U.S. is in a civil war. Or what if Germany won World War I? Like, I can understand why those scenarios are interesting as well. Generally, history nerds gravitate towards those who are like, oh my god, Germany winning World War I? The Kaiserreich is still with us? Based? Like, I feel like that's the view of those people. Rotate mods, but Equestria is scarily stable and has so much content. Yes. Next time we start using AP Frag plus Safety Fuse, it's always a go-to combination. I know I would have programmatically You have to play the game in the most optimized way, otherwise it's bad. You can't. I think the videos are better if I'm a casual though. Like, cause like, you know, once I become like if I become insanely good, let's say I become insanely good at From the Depths, right? Then I'll be like, okay, using the derivative equation of the penetration fuse of the 8 AP tank shells. They do more spread splash damage with a slight amount of circumvented, I don't know, fuses to do the maximum damage over a small area. I don't want to become that guy. Like, I just want to become like, ooh, explosion. Like, you know, imagine if then it just becomes a Forts video. I'd be like, oh, not using 63 long boxes instead of 62 long boxes for cannons, wasting the extra opportunity cost instead of building an extra turbine to not scale your energy production later into the game? What are you, an idiot? Like, come on. Like, I already do that once. I won't have to go on and do it again. By the way, wing body on top. You like wing body? I quite like the very badly disguised. I mean, it's just a Miss Mussolini moment, kind of based. And not get one shot by enemy cannons. Enemy swing their core. They are not exposed though. Let's see this core swing. Hey, it actually worked. Good teammate. Go watch a TV show, The Man in the High Castle. It's a great show about America lost World War II. Yeah, but that's World War II. Like, everybody talks about what if Germany won World War II. Germany winning World War I is a much more interesting thing. And I find it more believable than, like, you know, World War II. I find it more believable just because, like, Russia dropped out. Like, what if Russia just became, like, a German puppet state? Like, that and, like, supplied them with food. Like, then I would kind of believe it. But, like, Germany winning World War II is just like, really? Come on, guys. The Americans were developing nukes. Like, a little bit unrealistic here. And the Japanese... Like they kind of just complete like they were so just bogged down in China. What is happening right now? Are they actually they're just killing turbines with gutters? Okay. Average base load, I guess. I don't know. Germany lost World War II. Oh my God, Germany lost World War II. News to me. The Germans were all out of oil a long time ago. Yeah. The Germans weren't exactly poised to take more than, like, Poland. But, you know, it's kind of just a moment for them. The Japanese would have developed nukes before Germany. I mean, like, look, I don't really, to be honest, I don't know much about the German or the Japanese nuclear programs. Not exactly the, prime topic covered in history class, I'm gonna be honest with you. Those two topics were just like, eh, they technically had them, but they were also just like not having them. I don't know. About what should I make for breakfast? Anything with eggs. Make yourself some scrambled eggs. Maybe not even scrambled. Make yourself an omelet and get some avocado on the side and put some spices on top, and that's pretty good. That's what if I'm gonna eat a good breakfast, that's generally what I eat. Or if you're in Europe, go to your local bakery, get some good bread, and then get some good jelly and butter on that. Good European jelly and butter. What? Jesus Christ! What is this? I'm really tempted to delete this. Like, I am so tempted to delete that. Steak and eggs. You're eating steak and eggs for breakfast. I mean, that's quite a pricey breakfast. Eating steak for breakfast is not exactly. Oh, was somebody building a swastika? Okay. I'm gonna have to find who did this. I think, gamers, I think it was Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein, also a known fascist. Love your content. I'm so glad you found my channel. I'm happy you found my channel too, then. If I'm making you happy, that makes me happy. It's a little bit awkward coming right in at the time that somebody's building a swastika. But you know what? That's whatever. That happens. And demonetized. I don't think a swastika gets you demonetized. There's so many, like, channels. Like, Nazism is so fun to talk about for so many people that I don't even know if the YouTube algorithm recognizes that. The swastika. Like, that was a pretty vague swastika. For all they know, it's just an Indian symbol, you know? Actually, going rockets is kind of crazy here. Why are you building gutters so far back? What are you doing? Average teammate. We did not. Did we have stab tech here? Yeah, we did. Okay. No. Oh, you're just making this worse. Just let the rocket shoot wood. Go like that. And then they should be good. Oh, they're Buster. Okay, this makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, OP flag. Out of limbo, what's your favorite surface-to-air missile system? I have no idea. I don't have favorite military systems. I'm not like a military guy. Like, I don't go around memorizing military equipment. Like, I enjoy talking about, like, wars, maybe. Like, I find it funner than normal history, where it's just like, and then we developed penicillin, which increased the, like, that's just boring. Like, talking about how Rome conquered, like, Carthage or something like that's pretty fun. But, like, other than that, I'm not that big of a war guy. Like, I don't know all the military systems and the like, I know like the more famous ones, like the F-35, but like not like all the minor systems, like the other ones, like you know, artillery or anything like that. I'm not very familiar. I'm just like, oh, that looks pretty cool, and that shoots big explosion. As far as I'm concerned, that's all that matters. power chain door base in base game. This is energy shield doors. This is a passes of moonshine. Shields can operate as doors. It's not normally there. Like it's commander specific. Most commanders, every other commander other than moonshine does not have energy shield doors. Just this guy. And it's pretty good because that means if the enemy ever goes lasers, then they're just like, you know, you can just put like a laser energy shield door on your cannon, and then they can't do anything. But I don't think they're going laser, so we're okay. Gamers, they do in fact have howitzers here, which means that it is time for a wall of wood. Dude, what? It doesn't know about that Ruhestahl X2? What a casual. I'm sorry about that. I don't know. I'm sorry I don't know what the Ruhestahl is. That sounds like, I'm assuming that's like the German equivalent of a surface-to-air missile system. Are the German systems any good? Like, I can't imagine the German... I guess the Germans have a lot of money, but not a lot of manpower. So they probably have a decent technology, but not, you know, a lot of people. And really just how cool some of the systems are, and it's something... Command Modern Operations is installed. Command Modern Operations, what is that, just Quizlet, but for military systems? Is this what is this like? From the way it sounds like, it's like you just memorize military systems. Now, like, you know, is that what the game is? It's just like, here, question which military system is this, and then you like a robot, you're like, this is that military system. And they're like, correct. Hopefully your teammate puts stability tech throughout the entire base. Well, yeah, I'm just. Concerning. Can I get this? Oh, I can. That's right. I have the 3-lung stability tech back here as well. Just in the back here, because this is generally the most dangerous. This is the most likely place to break. Oh, that wasn't very good. I was not paying attention. It's basically Map Simulator times 3000. Map Simulator, but like we already have Hoi4 and Solaris and EU4 for that. I need more Map Simulators. And Risk. Like there's so many Map Simulators I already have downloaded on my PC. I fear that I'll lose even more time if I get more Map Simulators, you know? Like all the time will be disappearing into the void. The X2 was, in essence, the first air-to-air missile to see operational service. When was that? I imagine that was like Cold War. But was it any good? Air-to-air missile system. So like that was like put on like a fighter jet or something? I imagine. Oh, that was a very well-aimed howitzer. God, are people not going to fire the cannons? I'd fire the cannons? Yeah, like, I'm perfectly fine firing the cannons, but it's kind of weird. Most people enjoy firing the cannons. Cloud, you're a nerd? Yeah, okay. Yeah, tell me. Okay. I like, look, that's pretty, like, accurate. But, like, you know, I'm a nerd about some things and not about other things, okay? It was launched from a Focke-Wulf, guided by a wire. In 1945. That's actually kind of impressive that the Germans still had, like, the capacity to invent new things at the end of the war. I think they had run out of money eventually. But I guess not. Kind of just vibing. They're like, well, we may not have any oil left, but at least we still have our brains. And they were just kind of set doing that. Why are you playing as fast as in your videos? Because I'm trying to read chat and respond to you guys. Okay? And I was like... Come on, man. Like videos that there's generally like a point where I'm just trying to, you know, show off cool strategies and stuff. Here it's just like, you know, whatever happens, happens. I'm not exactly trying to get a predetermined outcome. Like generally before a video, I'm like, okay, this video I'm gonna do this, and then I try to do that as best as possible. Here it's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm playing the video game. Your TV built cannons in front of your howitzers. Yeah, I can see that. A little bit silly, but whatever. Howitzers are for losers, anyways. Real Chads just spam cannons until the end of the time. They're not run out of, also known as ketamine. Wait, they had the Germans had a lot of ketamine. Was the German scientist just running off ketamine? Be kind of based. Be like, well, like anytime like we're in a danger, we'll just be like, okay, guys, time to take inspiration from the Germans. Whenever you're down, all you need is a little bit of ketamine. This is the problem. This is always the problem. Building, you're blocking the AA. Oh my God, watch us lose because we added that extra cannons. Kind of hilarious. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm getting rid of those. Those have to go. Those are way too risky. We need to be able to actually... Nope. Gamers, we need to delete those off. Those are blocking all the AA. Alright. Avert this crisis. There we go. German learning that a guy on meth actually faster than guys not on meth. Yeah, but isn't there long-term... I mean, I guess when you're only thinking the span of 1 to 2 years, meth is like kind of like, okay, we need a short-term boost at the cost of long-term. You know, we're kind of desperate right now, and then like they're like, guys, we have 40 kilograms of ketamine in the back here. They're like, oh my God, you should have said something earlier. Sign me up. Truly ingenious. We need competent leadership like that. Thinking even a more short term. Like, imagine if we just put the entire American workforce on meth. Like, how much productivity would go up? Like, forget about the long term. Just like in the short term, the economy would just go boom, and then you would get elected in the next cycle, and then that's all that matters. And then you get even more meth after that. Is ketamine just meth? I don't know. I'm not the drug guy. I'm sure people here know, though. Everybody on the internet seems to know a scary lot about drugs. I don't exactly know why. It's kind of suspicious, if you ask me. Uh-oh. Gamers, it's not looking good. It appears... It appears our base suddenly just disappeared. That's crazy. We got gamed. Could return to center be an option? At this point, we have negative energy 20 production. But I assume you said that before we just lost all that energy production. You're harder than I was expecting, respectfully. Well, I appreciate that. Don't get any game, though. What did you expect? Like a Reddit mod? Ketamine is a horse tranquilizer? So is it used specifically just for that, or have humans seen use with ketamine? Alright, you have a job interview. I'm sorry to hear that. All drugs could correlate with loss of gray matter over time. What is gray matter? Hold on. Look this up. Major cell part of the nervous system. Oh, okay. It's just you're some biology nerd. Of course, I don't know what you're talking about. Can't relate. Yeah, we can do we can do the fun thing. What is it, Land Cruisers? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw a medium Land Cruisers map here somewhere. Not this one. This one's way too long. I don't have it downloaded. I don't think I may not have it. Ugh, that's so ass. Don't want large. Jesus Christ. There's... I don't... Do I not? I don't think I have the map. I have the map downloaded on my alt account, I think, and not my main account. How do you spell medium? Does the I come after the U? No, it becomes before the U. There we go. And now, if I just look at my maps enough, then it should appear. Nah. Come on. Come on, man. You should be downloaded. I'm subscribed. Subscribe to the map. There it is. You like 4 chips way more? We cloud as gray matter? I'm unemployed. Then you should not be sending me your money, man. That was a bad move. Unless you're like unemployed because you have so much money. I asked that took ketamine. You can probably find some on your campus. It's like a calm feeling. Drunk is how she described it. Oh, you're 14. I mean, I feel like being 14 unemployed is quite understandable. FTD video was fire. Thank you. I put a lot of work. I actually, you will not believe how many times only reason I think this FTD video turned out okay was because I did a lot of Hoi 4 record. Like, I messed up like 8 times before uploading a successful Hoi 4, and then I think I basically was just the same as the Hoi 4 format. I just took it like from there. You like 4 chips way more? I do too, but you know, sometimes variety is good. I think. And I'm unemployed because I got fired by a job last year, and I'm surviving off savings. Hopefully there's a good amount of savings there then. Which base am I? I'm Mac base. Cool face? Okay. You know what? If you're putting in a cool face, then I'm not going to worry about you. That seems like a fair assessment there. Put it all in silver. I don't know. I feel like you kind of missed the opportunity to get where before it went up. Watch it go up a bunch more now, but like I don't know. I feel like I don't know if it's. I think there's a small amount of speculation going around in the precious metal markets right now. So I am wary of putting my money in precious metals, but please don't let me stop you to it. Like, if you think it's gonna go up, then I don't know. It's your choice. Again, I'm not your dad. Let's hope Jeffrey leaves his artwork out of Forts today. Yeah, hopefully. I don't want to have to get rid of Jeffrey Epstein from my lobby, but like, you know, if he causes a ruckus here, then I'll be left with no choice but to get rid of him. And I'm not exactly too excited to do that, but if he forces me, I will get rid of Epstein. Okay. If there's enough pressure. I would rather buy tungsten cables. What are you going to use the tungsten cables for? Is tungsten also like considered a precious metal here? I'm just missing out on that fact, or what's happening? I don't want to expand this out even further. Not really confident in the fact that this guy's going to stay upright for very long. Why are you talking about the big J? The Dow is at all-time high. This is, you know what, you got a point. I'm sorry. Since rich people are getting richer, you know, all the problems are solved. The stock market is representative of the economy, and as long as that goes up, we should all be happy. We're all going to be able to retire earlier, and it's going to be amazing. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Send that guy out now. He's gonna go claim all the stuff in the middle of things. I'm more unemployed, fight me. Unemployed off. Meta tank? I don't know if this is a meta tank. This is just... this is just 3 wheels. Oh, does somebody else have a tank? Check what's going on over here. Oh my god. Based tank. Hey, well, that one actually looks pretty cool. Oh, I left commanders on, and we're not. Oh, and we're not fan. Uh-oh. Gamers, I may have cooked. We may be cooked here. I left commanders on, and I didn't choose Phantom. So... it's not looking good, to say the least. I feel like that may affect my teammates. The road. Oh no. Gamers, don't make me turn like, man, I don't want your money if I know you're unemployed. Then I'll just feel guilty. Oh, I missed the middle. You know, that's okay. I'll just take the one over there. Will there be more from the depths content? Maybe. I don't know. I'll probably do like another adventure mode in like a month, maybe. If I want to. But like the problem is that like From the Depths is kind of like what am I supposed to do, like the same thing again? And like doing a campaign is extremely difficult. And then I have to design crafts and stuff, but I'll give you a solid maybe. Moonshine is LC and Land Cruiser's meta. It's not nearly as good as Phantom though. The fact that you can just build a massive craft and then teleport weapons out of the middle of the craft is OP. It's unbelievably cracked. Like sure, like having better portals, able to shut down portals is great and all, but like at the end of the day, the laser cannon can't deal with portals, and you know, Phantom invisible crafts are just kind of it. Like invisible crafts are just that strong. Like I feel like if you think Moonshine is better than Phantom, you're on something. I don't agree with that one. I don't like that I'm also unemployed programmer. There seems to be a lot of unemployed programmers out here these days. But, you know. Whoa, 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 what is happening here? A lot of wiggle going on right here. Hello there. You have weapons facing this way, which means if I go behind you, then you won't be able to do it. He'll be able to turn his normal cannon around, but what? Delete that one. I'll set this to 3. And suddenly it stopped problems. Okay, yeah, it was just that over there. Is this guy gonna do anything here, or is he just gonna vibe? I think this guy's just vibing. Vibing, gaming. One lasercraft, one submarine, one orbital, and some other stuff. There's a craft and a video content farm. I don't want a content farm. Yeah, just making. I don't feel like just making a craft is that entertaining. Respectfully. I seem to be surrounded by my opposition. They're not big fans of me, interestingly enough. And there's 3 of them. Alright. They haven't heard about one big piece of aluminum before. And they're about to learn about the sages of aluminum, which I'm gifting to them. Which is that it's pretty much impossible to defeat a block of aluminum. Because it's so OP. I'm gonna go back to the home base. Can I get more upgraded mines? I already upgraded them all. That's actually kind of a shame. I was expecting to have more resource production than this. I don't know if I don't think I can take forever here. I'm gonna back off. Go over here instead. Aw, come on. Shoot your teammates at a bee. Any cookers? I feel like there was one guy that was cooking breakfast, right? I think there's a couple people here that are probably cooking. I lied, I'm in fact employed. I in fact cook for a living. Are you like a chef at a restaurant? Somebody ran out of soup. Somebody's craft also fell over. Right? There used to be a craft with howitzers, now there's no longer. Oh, maybe it's behind it? Nah, there used to be a craft with howitzers, it's no longer there. Something happened there. I don't know what happened to the craft with howitzers, but it's no longer with us. Which is great news for me. Anyways, what do you like? Just do what you like, we follow. You know what? You say that all you want. The numbers tell a different story. But yeah, I'm trying to do more of what I like, which is less forts, because I've done a lot of forts, and also I'm out of ideas mostly. I'm mostly out of ideas. It's kind of a problem. The fact that I'm like, yeah, I've already done that though. I think I already did that like 8 times. So it's kind of awkward just to do it like a night. Jesus Christ, this guy has a lot of gaming going on here. Oh, doesn't matter. Aluminum OP. I can't run land cruisers. I'm sorry to hear that. But I probably should have... Is VFX Explosion on? Probably, yeah. I remember trying to run Land Cruiser on my old laptop. It didn't exactly go great. I understand that is a real problem, but, you know, I don't run on a laptop anymore, so it's not my problem. It's only other people in the lobby, and, you know what? Who cares about the other people in the lobby? All that matters is my experience. Bro. I'm probably wiggling because I'm having to try to move backwards at the same time here. Like, for instance, if I was Phantom, I could just teleport a weapon out and build one back at base, but I'm not that commander right now. So I can't do that. My teammate took middle base. Good for him. I would sell my soul to the military, but the U.S. military is kind of cringy dealing with the VA. It sounds like a lot of work. What is the VA? Are you telling me that it's like some administrative issues? I'm not gonna join the military because somebody's annoying? I'm making French toast. French toast is actually pretty good. I'm gonna be honest with you. Of all the toasts out there, French toast is pretty great. It's just that perfect combination of unhealthiness, but while not being that unhealthy. Unless it's like made at your school cafeteria. If it's made at the school cafeteria, then it should literally ass, but if not, I think it can be pretty good. Now you're shooting me with the 8th time. Actually, I'm gonna start building wood front for a more efficient taking here. Because aluminum is great, but it's also expensive. There we go. Now let's see what he does. He really crushed... This guy destroyed my thing. Alright. Yeah, that wasn't a very smart move going past me, actually, because I have a teammate back here. No, that was very kind of you, teammate. They are American hats, which means... Are they, or is it just one? No, it's never mind. It's just one sprite. We should have blue hats. We have American hats as well. Okay. I have no idea what faction they are. What is happening right here? There's a lot of wiggling. Maybe it's kind of like retirement after the military where you get your disability. What's going on here? This kind of looks like some suspicious actions happening in my, with this guy over here. He wants to release a howitzer into my base, I think. And this guy's goal. I'm trying to go forward here, and it's just not working out. This guy is a clown. Can you shoot it, please? Please shoot it. Uh-oh. Oh no, that hit the enemy, not my teammate. Okay, perfect. Okay, come on, Jeffrey Epstein. Show us your power. Get this fool. Oh, this guy just has a wall of 20 millimeters. That's a very bad matchup, considering that we're moonshine. We're so Barack. I thought Cloud was a military brat. You thought I was a military brat? What? In what world am I a military brat? What does that mean? I'm a child of some military people? Can you define military brat for me? I'm a little bit confused here. Jesus, why are there so many small crafts running by? This is getting a little bit suspicious. I don't exactly know what's going on here. I got 1 frame per second for force. for 4 seconds, that does sound extremely unpleasant. I'm glad I'm not in your situation. Man, let's go kill a base, probably, right? Yeah, those bases aren't defended at all. And look, there's a howitzer guy. Everybody now turns around and runs back. Uh-oh. Shit's breaking in my base, I think. Who's gonna get back first? It's the race to your base. They're just gonna keep going. No, they're gonna stop. Hello there. That's a laser. That was not the smartest idea. None of the parents serving full time in the military. I am not. What? How would that even happen? My parents are from Europe. I'd be kind of shocked if they immigrated to the U.S. and then just joined the military. That would be kind of weird. That would be kind of odd. They're like, okay, well now that we're moved from our great European countries, why don't we just join the military? It sounds like a thing we need to do. I mean, I guess if they were true patriots, that's what they would be doing. So, my parents aren't true patriots, I guess. Child parent. That's what your parents did. You're a military guy. How was it though? Like, actually, there was a lot of like my hometown's right next to a military base, so there's a lot of people in my elementary school that, you know, their parents served in the military, and then there was a lot of, by that definition, there was a lot of very, very pro-military type people in my school, and it was always a little bit weird. I was like, I don't think I can get along with you guys. They were just like, yep, seems about right. Anti-military European idiots. Doesn't understand the true way of America. Serving in the military is the greatest thing you can do. Then you can go beat up some Iraqis. No, but like, I understand the military in terms of like economic opportunity. Like, it's just kind of OP for that. You're just like, oh, I have no money. Well, I guess I can just serve in the military and then go to college or something. And that's pretty good. I live in a country with mandatory subscriptions, and no choice what to join or not. Which country is that? It's probably one of like the Eastern European countries, I'm guessing. Yo, say hi to my friend. He's in your game, and his name is Bagel. Oh, Bagel Guillotine? Is that guy French? It sounds like a French name. I was the Air Force. I generally enjoyed it. Hating that basic was a lot easier than the Army and the Marines. I had a great training flight, unlike my brother. You were just great training flights. You were just having fun. They're like, oh, I can do barrel roll, and they were just like, sir, you're not supposed to do. No, not doing a barrel roll now. But I imagine being in the Air Force is a lot more interesting than the ones, because that, like, you're not like. I don't imagine, like, other than they feel like the pilot, it's that physically enduring. Because, like, isn't the majority of the airport just, like, people like engineers and stuff? All that they do is just like, okay, guys, we have to make this plane operational. Like, isn't that, like, what the majority of it is? It's just people being like, okay, the plane for some reason won't take off. Fix it, please. And that's, like, that's the main job around here. Well, I wanted to do an explosion after. Oh, I'm out of energy, that's why. Intelligence and engineers mostly. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I imagine you guys don't actually do that much like physical training because everybody's just like, eh. No, you don't really need to be strong for this job. It's just kind of technical issues. USAF is basically 4 chips IRL. USAF. US Air Force? What, you're just throwing together a craft willy-nilly? I can't shoot the enemies now. This guy's in front of me. Making me a little bit sad. I am useless. Teammates carrying. What? They have a weapon? It appears that they do somewhere. There goes that guy. I'm not actually gonna shut down that house. It's cheaper to take. I want to save the cannon shot. Or this guy. Uh-oh. That's gonna go terribly. Oh, he hit the flip! No, he didn't. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you can't exactly rush down bases like that. It doesn't want you to. The core has a defensive shield. It doesn't let you like almost hit the flip though. It was almost there. It was almost beautiful. Sorry about that. Just gonna take my shot here. No, please, thank you. Now these can't hit anybody. Now, that would just hit my base. Okay. Yeah, we do have security forces that work with Marines, but most of the guys in my flights went into engineering and intelligence. I went into geospatial intelligence. Did you just sit in a chair all day then? You just sit in the chair and you're just like, looking at a map. You find out where all the enemies is, and you're like, blow that up, blow that up, blow that up. Like that is that your job? You're professional, just point that map and just be like, okay, gamers, can we go blow up the thing over there? What is this map? I don't even know what this map is. The JS-39 Gripen is the best 4.5 generation multimodal aircraft in the world. That is a very strong statement. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a lot of people disagreeing with you, because that is a very, very strong statement. Watching from South Africa? Well, could you take Elon Musk back? Like, just asking. If you could take that guy back, you know, you kind of exported like the worst guy in the universe to the US. Not the happiest about that. If you could just like, you know, import him back again, make him go back to his emerald mine or whatever, and then we can have a guy in charge of Tesla that's more interested in electric vehicles than he is in influencing everybody's country's politics for some reason. Oh man, Tesla could have been so cool. Like, we could have had like the world's best electric vehicle manufacturer that's like doing self-driving cars and stuff. And then we get this guy like said, "Oh, I decided the Cybertruck because I thought it would be cool." And I was like, I mean, like it could be cool, but like, come on, there was so much opportunity there. It makes me sad. I probably should remove Land Cruisers and add 4 chips. Elon Musk came from South Africa? Yeah, exactly. We need to deport him. I probably should have known that. You probably should have. Yeah, he's not even an American citizen. But at least he can't ever be the president, right? like he can never run for president. He doesn't meet the requirements. You partially disable enemy ships and then harpoon missile them and try to capture scrap them. Yeah, I know about capture scrapping, but it's so risky in adventure mode because if you die, the run's over. Like, I don't know. I feel like jumping on the enemy ship without like, you know, because then you slowly die when you're off your ship. No, it's kind of rough. Just an idea. I'm just not good. I'm just not skillful enough to pull it off. I guess if they're just all EMP'd, then it's possibility, but kind of risky. Yeah. This is not actually that wide of a fortress map. Game lied to me. Whatever is what it is. Oh god, there's no box around it either, so you can just go inside the enemy and then shoot like a flamethrower. The Gripen comes from in an IKEA box, and you have to do it yourself. Please do not fall for the northern propaganda. Oh, is this like a Swedish plane? It's an engineering challenge. Oh, okay. You just rephrase it to make it sound like it's not silly, like it really is. I can kind of respect that though. When something sounds bad, just make it sound different, and then you're pretty much set. Man, love having to wait for my thrusters to build here. You know, that's a fair treaty. I'm fine. I won't do it. Is that me? Then it is me. I would consider myself real. Because I'm thinking. Big fan of that side of thought. And that if I'm thinking, then I'm probably real. Why would I have thoughts if I'm not real? It doesn't make sense. Dream? You know, it's not even close. You know, I looked at Dream recently because you guys were talking about that, and it's not. I don't see the resemblance at all. I don't think I look like Dream. You were absolutely wrong. No, it's Sky. Exactly. Show us that shit again. You want what do you mean shit? You want me to like just go sideways? I haven't heard about from the who was the guy who used to play it? Lapland? Lapland? Okay, come on. You're disgracing the name of a great man. No, I mean like it's such a shame that he just stopped. Is Lapland even upload anymore? I haven't seen a video from him in a while. I misspelled his name. See what's going on with Lathrix. No, he uploaded a month ago. A full campaign. Yeah, but it looks like he uploads once every 2 months. Which is not exactly often, to say the least. That's kind of sad. It doesn't do any Solaris gameplay. Oh, no, he does. Interesting. But this upload schedule has definitely not slowed down here. Remember, Lonely? Of course I remember you, Lonely. You joined my lobby like 18 times. A lot. That territory in northern Sweden, like Laplander is a slur for Sami people, but people just ignore it. Wait. That's a slur? What is Sami people? I don't actually... I don't know this other group of people. Hold on. You guys are inventing a lot of terms here. Who are the Sami people? Where? Northern Nordics looks like. That's interesting. He has to upload stuff often, but he does adventure mode stuff? Yes. I do remember you, Titanic. I had a girl ask me for my Discord. I don't have a Discord. Do you think I can talk to her again? That's actually kind of interesting. I never had a girl ask me for my Discord before. It's always been Instagram. You must be interesting meeting interesting people. That's a thing that's never befallen me. But, you know. I'm pretty sure that's not the average girl. I think you're fine. I think the average girl is much more interested in Instagram than they are Discord, so as long as you are good in Instagram, I think you're set. I'm not good on Instagram, so, like, I'm not very set, but as long as you are... Last landed in Avoria. I actually have Avoria. I tried playing Avoria, I was just bored. I was like, I don't understand what's going on here. And then I quit. But, you know, maybe I can pick it up again. I do not let people IRL have my Discord. It's too awkward. Yeah, they see your internet personality must remain different from your real life personality. I can understand. They're Phantom. Uh-oh. I forgot Phantom exists again. That is just lovely. Well, hello there. Cloud, you died? Big L? What can I say? What do you want me to do about that? Restart the lobby? That's not happening. I need to build more super ships and FTD. But I feel like building super ships is such a headache though. Like, I just get tired of designing it. And the only time I actually enjoy designing large ships is in the adventure mode. Because then I just don't feel like it's just such a monumental task. And I kind of get to see the flaws as it gets built. Because I'm like, oh, this needs more armor. This needs more of that, this needs more of that, and then I'm like, okay, now it's done. This guy's not being very nice right now. In fact, he's being extremely rude. Not a big fan of this guy. Put some pressure on him with the, Oh, he has... Yeah, okay. Oh. Not exactly the greatest sign. Thank you, enemy, for killing your teammate there. Loud? Connect to the back base? I'm not connecting to the back base. That's not happening. Whatever happened, that's your base, and I will not be concerning myself with your base. A lot of strong emotions getting thrown around here. Jeffrey Epstein's unhappy. A whole new generation's about to be scarred. Are those exposed? I'm pretty sure these are exposed. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what? I missed. That's why. Any big dreams? Like for me? I don't, oh shit, my core's exposed. Not really. I don't know, I kinda just want to live my life. But I feel like that's an average dream. Just to have lead a decent life. Maybe start a family, maybe not. Just have fun on the way, not be too unhappy. I definitely don't want to be like some sort of super famous or like some sort of like a guy with a lot of responsibilities, right? I don't want to be like some CEO of the company, like the company sounds so dramatic, but like you know what I mean? Like I don't want to be some massive guy that's like, oh, and I have to wake up and work 18 hours a day to make a number go up. Like that does not sound very fun, like objectively. I don't want to be the guy, the boss. Sounds like there's a lot of stress in the boss. Or the boss. In the boss. Just in general. That guy's leaving. See ya. My dream B is I want to make it to the special forces. Does that mean you just have to train even harder though? Or does it mean you get like a successful transformation into like becoming a space marine? Isn't that what special forces essentially is that you just become a space marine? You're just like, I become super OP. I can just do everything. I can take on entire countries alone. Like, isn't that what the US Special Forces is? It's pretty much just that, right? Get some genetic modifications. You know, like, this shit's actually pretty good. Very nice. I don't know how a second teammate died, but he did. Goodbye. See you. Oh, there's something in there. What is that, I wonder? Loading off so much money. Average moment. No, that's an EMP. That's cheating. Oh, God. Oh, God, that's not what I meant to place either. Alright, EMP shut down my own portals. I should have actually probably considered that. Instead of not considering it at all, which is what I was currently doing. Not even close. How much would your eyes sell for? $450? Really? Is that cheap? That is kind of shut. Uh oh. Oh, they're shut off. I didn't realize that shut off the, Oh, it shut off the airship. That's what's happening. Shut off the airship controller so that it wasn't modifying the, No, I think it's just stopping it from upgrading. Yeah, that's what was happening. I keep forgetting this is a live stream and double tapping to skip ahead text 10 seconds. Oh, you're saying because I'm quiet? I'm sorry about that. I'm just getting shot by like 4 people here. It's a little bit stressful. Shit. Oh, EMP's too OP. Hey, man, at least they haven't taken anything too much yet. Next live stream. Yeah. Oh. No, I've just got the attention span of a lemming. It's not my fault. It's probably... I mean, look it. I know the type of world we live in. And I know that if I can't pander to the people with the attention span of, like, you know, a fish, then it's probably not gonna end well for... Oh, come on. It's not gonna end well for me. But that's okay. And there it goes. Am I in control? I'm not in control of this, right? Yeah. Meiosis? What about meiosis? You want me to talk about biology? Meiosis is the one where it's like, instead of getting 2 cells, you get like 4 cells, right? I don't know, some special division. Happens with like... some certain... like, it happens with... I remember from biology, it happens with a certain type of cell, but like... I'm not actually wanting to know about that cell. I don't know if I'm all interested. Wow, they actually have like no weapons. All they have is weapons in their base. They don't actually have any crafts. Okay. What I'm gonna do here is probably just make a bomber then. Wait, I could have just got into the sky then. What if I only had to fight 1 guy? That was kind of a foolish mistake for me. Whatever. Doing stupid things is kind of my forte. That's what I pride myself on being. What chapter are you on? Bible study? Is Bible study any fun? That always seemed incredibly boring to me. Because, I mean, like, you know, you're having to memorize, like, a whole book. And it's a pretty long book. It's not, like, a short book, either. And, like, do you guys also learn about, like, the inherent meanings behind what each word is? Like, do you have to interpret the text, or... How long does it take? Is it the King James version? Wait, did King James just write his own? You're like, well, guys, time to write a whole new holy scripture. And you just sat down in an afternoon and then you just got one out. You're like, okay, time to change the course of history. These are my beliefs and you have to abide by them. Bible study is... That's correct. If enemy is 0 tiering, bombers are an OP strat. They are. And airships? I mean, they're not building any... Okay, never mind. They're building up something now. It's a pretty long book. But isn't it like... Is it not a pretty long book? I thought the Bible was like at least 100 pages. Bible study girl asking for his Discord. This guy is cooked. He's gonna get the Discord Bible e-girl. The Christian... He's gonna get the ones in the Christian conservative Discord. That's pretty good. New Living version. Okay, there's actually like 4 crafts in the air now. That is concerning, and I have 0 weapons. And I'm out of money. Okay, this is it. This is... I only have 2... 2 of those as well. Baptist? At least 100, but you're killing... Wait, how long is the Bible? I swear I've seen a couple Bibles before. They were like, you know, they were pretty thick. There's some big thick... Okay, now you're forcing me to look this up. Well, okay, yeah, 1,100 pages. I was right. It was at least 100. I thought it was like every time I've seen a Bible, it's always been like a thick book. So like, you know, I was like, this it must take like a long time to study the whole thing. And you know, I already get like tired of like studying like texts that are like, you know, 200 pages long. I couldn't imagine trying to like do something like that's that long, right? Like, but I did like Grapes of Wrath. I think that was a pretty long book in like high school. I was like, bro, this sucks. Why do I have to know so much about? There's so much text in here. I don't want to learn all this. Something tells you I'm about to be shot here, which means I'm gonna do some evasive maneuvers. Yeah, 611,000 words. Yeah, that's a lot of words. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, that doesn't seem like the easiest amount of words to deal with ever. Not exactly the biggest fan of that. Bibles are thick like... oh my god. Man, we could keep the misogynism in check here. This is getting a little bit suspicious. I don't want to become known as the guy with the misogynistic chat. That's kind of not who I want to be at the end of the day. Like then there's gonna be like a news article, and that like once I become large enough, like this guy is like why do all the misogynists watch this guy? Because he's also a closeted misogynist, and it'll be like it'll be over. And Hamill, it appears that the game isn't wanting to run anymore. Okay. Oh, I saw one frame of movement. There it is. Pause the game here. Now look at that! The Avengers came down to defeat me. That's not very nice of them. In my lonely basically translate as 611,000 words in 3 languages. Is he? Airships conquer the skies? We're never doing airships conquer the skies. The game's boring. I don't really like airships conquer the skies, to be honest with you. Piracy is way too overpowered in it. I thought it was my PC froze, I got scared. Skill issue? Honestly, it's probably a fair skill issue here. I don't know if this guy's like AFK or something. This guy over here clearly wants to shoot me. I mean, he's mirroring my movements 1-to-1. That's the least obvious wanting to shoot me type figure ever. Oh, you doing anything? No. Evasive maneuvers 2 OP. Hey. No, how's it going over here? I'm just passing through. Hehe. Oh, he got me. No. He successfully shot me once. That's a real shame. Too bad he's dead. Goodbye. $20 is a lot. What do you mean my viewers are 10 out of it? You're saying the misogynistic thing is a good thing? Oh my god. How many of you guys are there here? You're gonna outnumber the normal people soon. That's pretty terrifying. Yeah, I'm just gonna... This guy has a shotgun? Really? That's kind of insane. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, I have to move so that howitzer doesn't... If that howitzer gets shot, I'm just dead. Other guy on... This guy desperately wants to shoot me. This guy really desperately... Uh-oh. Oh. Am I... didn't catch it in time. I didn't realize I was on fire. I think, yeah, I just got shot by a laser across the map. Yeah, that's what happened. Silly. That guy gifted me 20, but he did? Oh, he did. Thank you. We need some misandry here to balance it out. Yeah, but I feel like misandry is just normal, though. Like, I feel like if a guys make fun of other guys, like, people make fun of guys, it's just like, yeah, it's just kind of a funny joke. And I'm fine with it like that. Like, be like, you're a guy. Of course your room is messy. Can't keep anything clean. It's all good if it means he's busy. I don't know if I'm busy. I'm dead now, so I can get a banana. I've got some bananas stored in my room. They'll make for a great snack. Misogynists are bad. The second banana? What do you mean the second? Have I already eaten a banana this stream? I don't think I have. I think this is the first one. I'll be kind of shocked. And what's happening? Let's see if this guy can 1v4 now. Or 1v3, actually. I don't know what's a TF2 reference. Is it? There's bananas in TF2? I didn't know about that. Now we can do the best part of watching other people play the game instead of actually playing the game. It's pretty good. Like an easier physical test? Yeah, wouldn't you also have less physical capacity? Like, isn't it, like, proportional so that, you know, women get easier physical tests so that they're, like... Because they're not as strong? So it's more representative, so people have to do the same amount of training for the same result? I should eat a raw onion. I don't have a raw onion. Where would I get a raw onion? They don't offer raw onions for takeout at the dining commons. It's not a thing. Banana peels are actually slippery. It's not just a cartoon. I'm sure, like, certain forms, like on a very, like, flat floor. I'm sure it is. Well, I'm on a very flat floor right now. Bombastic is cooking. He is cooking. Maybe wins this one. Enemy just went invisible. I'm gonna use active. I can't use active. Never mind. Why don't they offer raw onions for takeout at the dining commons? What? I don't think there's a lot of demands for them to be offering raw onions for takeout at the dining commons. I don't think most people go home and are like, raw onion for snack. Like, I think that's a pretty niche desire. I don't think that's very common. That's probably right. This is a peel to see if it's a good peel. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go step on my own banana peel, and then just to check if it's slippery enough. Well. Got the second banana now. I'm three. Lunch or dinner starts at 5. Testicular cancer. Girls have easier PTA standards in basic. As far as I know, they didn't have to do the lean over and cough test, if you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. Does that mean you were, like, taking steroids? That sounds like you were taking steroids. Or somebody checking your ass. Like, I can't think of a scenario where you lean over and cough. I'm like, you know what, we can, I'm gonna look this up. To detect is to increase inter-abdominal pressure. Hernias? What are hernias? A condition A condition in which part of an organ is displaced and protrudes through the wall of the cavity containing it. They're checking for hernias? Is that what you're talking about? I mean, I never had to do the Lieberman-Cough test. That was like a very vague test. Bananas emit a special type of radiation called potassium-40. Isn't everything have small amounts of potassium, though? Is playing with who? Oh, man. The Forge devs revived the guy, okay? They needed some publicity. And there they go. That was certainly a game. I got carried. No, I lost that game, yes. Have 2 wins, lost 1. Let's see. New season has begun. Yippee. Oh, wait, there's no way. There's no way I'm not getting a ranked game here. No. No. Shit. I wanted to just do one last game where I troll somebody in ranked with some stupid strategy, but I don't think we're getting it here. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go. Would you guys be interested in watching Bar? Probably not, right? I'm gonna go bully some people in Bar now. It's gonna be fun. So, well, was a fun stream. I enjoyed this one. Also, I'm eating bananas, which is good. So,